I'm going to say you bring in 4,000 hours a month.
No, I don't.
You don't know!
Okay.
You don't count your cash!
Okay.
You don't know what you bring in!
Calm down. Hello, my name is Marie. I'm 27 and I am based out of Dallas, Texas. And this is Financial Audit.
Welcome down from Dallas. What do you do up there for a living?
For 2 years, I was a truck driver.
What are you doing for a living?
A truck driver. You're
a truck driver right
Yes.
now? Okay. I was under the impression that you're a delivery driver.
No, I did it for 2 years, but now I do shuttle van. And then I also work part-time at Domino's.
What's shuttle van?
Like, I pick up pilots and flight attendants at the airport, and I take them to their destinations.
How many hours a week are you doing that?
40.
40. Okay. And that's good. And then we're working part-time on the side, so that's a lot of hours we're working.
Yeah, and I hate it.
Well, which one?
Domino's. Domino's.
Oh, delivery driving for them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what are we making at the shuttle job with 40 hours a week?
$18 plus tips.
On average, what are we looking at bringing home for tips?
I don't know. I don't count it. I get in, I spend it. So, I don't know. $20 a day. $10 a day.
And tips? That's it? So
What?
they don't really tip for these?
Well, $1 and stuff. So, I don't know.
That's what they tip?
Yeah.
So they do the little drive and then it's like $1?
Well, that's bad?
I don't know. I've never taken one of those. But I'm just like, if someone was doing something for me, I feel like $1 tip is a little rough. But okay, so that's $720 a week.
I think so.
Yeah. Plus, and then you said an extra $10 a day?
Yeah. 20.
So an extra $200 a month.
Well, I don't count my tips because, you know.
But it's money. It's money that you bring in, so it's money that you have. So we had contributed to the income.
Okay.
Right?
No.
What do you mean?
What you mean?
If it's money that's coming in,
yeah, but
we can consider that.
Use it for bills.
Shouldn't you?
No.
Why?
I use it for fun money or eating out because
But
cash.
Spoiler alert, you're homeless. I feel like we don't have bull money when we can't afford to put a roof over our head.
I just became homeless just January, so it's like,
Okay. I don't think we have bull money when we can't afford to live some.
It's not bullshit money because...
You just said it was spending like on fun.
Well, not fun, eating out.
Yeah.
Okay, but I live in my car.
I know, but okay.
Well,
we'll get into it. And then how many hours a week are you doing the delivery?
At Domino's?
Yeah.
30 hours sometimes.
And don't you do a little more as well? If I'm not mistaken.
Uber Eats?
Yeah.
I do that whenever I feel like I'm in the mood.
So there's a lot of variable income in this. So it's just like, I'm like, okay, what are we actually making? First of all, why? That doesn't make any sense. I had a total income coming in $1,644. Did you take time off work or did you just get this job?
Yeah, I just got this job.
When?
Both of the jobs, I would say February this year.
Okay. We're at the end of February right now as of recording this.
My first job, the shuttle van, I only been there for a month.
Okay. Well, that's fair then. So how'd you become homeless? What happened?
I didn't have enough money for a down payment on an apartment, and I had this brilliant idea from car living. They are fucking liars. I bet you they do that on weekends. Don't trust YouTube content.
We had one on the show recently. Did you see that episode?
What one?
It was a few episodes ago from the time we recorded this. She's living in her car. She believes in van life and all that.
No, that sucks. Okay, especially if you're big, you should never do car life. But I had this brilliant idea that, I'm gonna get me an SUV and I'm gonna sleep out of it and stuff, and I hated it. So now I'm trying to get an apartment.
I wanted to talk about something real quick that really changed the game when it comes to investing. We all know that starting your investing journey can be overwhelming and maybe even intimidating at first. However, choosing the right platform can make your entire investing experience that much better. This is exactly why I use today's sponsor, Moomoo, as my trading platform. Moomoo currently has an exceptional offer that's hard to pass up. a 3% APY coupon, valid for a full 3 months. This is in addition to the already generous 5.1 APY on uninvested cash, bringing your total to 8.1% APY. I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's real. But there's more. For new users, depositing $100 earns you 5 free stocks, while depositing $1,000 will net you 15 free stocks. Simply by signing up and making a deposit, you have the chance to get free stocks and add to your portfolio. Also, if you're thinking about transferring your portfolio to Moomoo, you could qualify for up to $5,000 in cash rewards. With Moomoo, you'll have access to an advanced stock screener, allowing you to filter through thousands of stocks to find the perfect opportunity. Plus, you can stay ahead of the game with their 24/7 news updates and active community with over 20 million users globally. At the end of the day, whether you're researching new opportunities or diversifying your portfolio, Moomoo has got you covered. So click the link in the description below to start your investing journey with Moomoo today. You don't make a terrible income by any means. I mean, you can't live on the luxurious side, of course, not even close, but you're grinding, you're working your ass off. If our spending was under control and our debts were under control, there would really be no reason for you to not be able to put a security deposit down in like last month if that's what they required.
Started everything just happened January because I quit my
so what were you doing before?
Truck driver.
You said you quit?
What?
Is that what I thought you started to say?
Yeah, my truck driving, I quit.
Why?
Because I hated it.
Yeah, but you need to be able to live.
But mentally, I couldn't do it, and physically.
Okay, what's better? Mentally, physically working that job, or mentally, physically living out of a car?
I thought living in a car was better.
And now we know?
It sucks.
Okay, so that job's better.
What, the truck? Hell no.
So being homeless is better than working that job?
Yes, I'd rather be homeless than go back over the road.
What was so bad about it?
It was over the road and I hated it. I wanted to be local.
Okay. Well, why not search for more local shipping?
I did get a local trucking job. It was a yard driver, and then I quit that job because they were unorganized. Like, hell no. I hate them.
Go into more detail. What do you mean? You quit because they're unorganized? Well, how did that impact you? What was your day-to-day? What was your life? Why did you actually quit when you couldn't afford to live?
At the time, they didn't even train me, okay? So they just put me in there, and I got stressed out, and I started cussing at people, and then I just left.
Well, that just sounds like you just not being able to control your emotions.
Yeah, I'm angry a lot. I'm crazy.
Well, are you diagnosed with anything? Diagnosed medically by a professional?
No.
Okay, I think
I got anger issues.
Yeah, you got anger issues, so that's just
I'm always irritable too.
Huh?
I'm always irritable, whatever that says. Yeah.
Okay, so you recognize that. That's where typically in our situation, when we're just trying to survive, that's just you acting on immaturities in a way. Well, and then quitting, and then not being able to afford to live anywhere. That's like your actions. That's not...
Okay, but still, like, you don't want to be at a job that you don't like. And
no, of course not.
You take it out on other people.
No, but you know the proper way to do it? One, don't take it out on other people because that's just immature. And two, that's like behavior you control. I get angry pretty easily as well. Shocker. We're here on the show.
But you love your job, though.
But I love my job, but I have that. However, other than slip-ups here and there, which is going to happen to everyone in any kind of issues that they deal with, in general, what a mature individual does is continue to work on themselves, and they learn how to manage those emotions. You're just like, I quit because I'm going to always be angry and do all this stuff. Now, okay, let's get you out of that job. I would want you to get out of a job that you hate anyway. I'm not even saying I want you to stay there. But we stay at a job. If we don't have a fully funded emergency fund and we can't afford a place to live, we stay at a job while we're applying for other jobs. Like it's a full-time job. Then we land the job that's better, and then we leave the job.
This year, I'm going to get my stuff together. So
what does that mean? What's your plan?
My plan is not job hop anymore.
Okay, how's it going to be different than the past? Because that's what you've been doing. So what's different?
Well, this car living has humbled me. I don't want to live in a car no more.
Sure.
So...
reasonable.
But I really want to quit Domino's because I hate it.
Did we not just say a statement like, we're done job hopping? We're kind of done quitting jobs? I feel like we went back on that within about 5 seconds.
If I have my first job, I love it. This second job, Domino's, it gives me anxiety coming in there because they never trained me, so I don't know what the hell I be doing. I just be standing there looking like a fool.
I've worked in jobs very similar to Domino's, though. It's not terribly difficult.
Yes, it is. I can't keep up. I'm like the oldest person there. I'm working with high schoolers.
How old are you again?
27.
Yeah. And if the high schoolers can do it, I promise you can.
No, but when it gets busy, it's like...
Dude, it's stressful. Food service is stressful. I did it for many, many, many years at 2 different places. And then multiple chains within the place I was at the latest, Jimmy John's. And that's a very fast-paced job. Mm-hmm. Not as much down here because no one really eats it down here. But whatever. Up there it was. And... trust me, I get it. And yeah, a lack of training, that makes it hard. But that's where it's just like your responsibility as someone who wants to make money and wants to survive in a career field to then grind in.
I could get a better job then.
Sure. But again, your statement was, I just want to job hop. Or I'm done job hopping. Okay. And now you're like, but I want to job hop. I'm done this year job hopping, but I'm going to job hop. Just a little job hop. Then probably hop again because I keep landing in these places where they don't train me apparently. So I'm gonna job hop.
Okay.
Do you not see how that's contradictory? So your plan, your personal plan.
I'm just gonna. Well, after talking to you, I might not leave Domino's. I don't know if I find another job.
Listen, so we haven't we got to get the whole financial picture before I would say yes, leave or don't leave. But my point and what makes me nervous is you said you have a plan to get yourself in a better position this year and fix your
Yeah.
You gave me the first part of your plan and you contradicted immediately. So you have no plan.
I have a plan.
Then what's your plan that doesn't contradict itself?
It's too many plans.
Well, that doesn't work. You don't have too many plans. You take a plan. You figure out what are the actions required along that plan to get to the final place, and then you do those actions.
Okay. The first plan was to work these 2 jobs for a year. But my feet hurts when I work at Domino's.
Just welcome to working. I mean, I don't know. That's hard for me to have sympathy on that. People stand up all day and work. Nurses are on their feet every single second of every day.
I was a CNA for 7 years, okay? Yeah. So I understand it. But my second plan was to go back to school, but I don't think I can. I
don't think that puts a roof over our head. Unless we're taking out student loans and using that as an apartment fund.
Okay. I don't know.
Correct? Correct? Well, were you going to be homeless throughout going back to school?
No.
So how were you going to put over a roof over your head with paying money to do something?
I was thinking about going to school, but now looking at my finances, I can't right now.
Okay, so the 2 plans you have are...
work the 2 jobs for a year.
But our feet hurt, so we're not going to. Or go to school, of which we pay for and they don't pay us, and there's no way to pay for living.
Get a high income job in the trucking field, but I don't know. They work you like a slave. And then the 4th plan was to go back to school and get a work from home job.
Some jobs, I mean, yeah, some jobs are I've had jobs, dude. I've had jobs and I've had great jobs. Sometimes when dealing with the crap you've gotten yourself into, we work the jobs temporarily to set ourselves up for success. It's a temporary sacrifice in the long, many decades of your life left so that you can live a better life. You're trying to get the most amazing thing right now, which I'm not against. Again, if you got it, that's great. But you're like delaying you getting out of your disaster by wanting this best job ever. And I feel like from everything you've said, feet hurt, multiple jobs didn't train me, I'm getting angry at everyone, they work us like a slave, all the language you're using around this, it sounds like you're never going to land a job that you're happy with.
No, I hate working, to be honest.
Well, there we go. And that's like...
I mean, I'm a hard worker, just mentally, I can't do it sometimes.
What would you rather do? Just lay all day?
No, I'd rather be financially stable.
What would you rather do all day?
Travel. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a job. Well, actually, it kind of was. You were a long road trucker traveling, and that's what you complained about. And now you're like, I want to travel all day.
Well, I didn't have money to go travel. Plus, I didn't have I don't have the looks to go, so I just never went travel.
Looks to go what?
Like my insecurities, like I don't know, like last 2 months ago, I was in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
20 minutes away. Didn't have the money to go travel.
20 minutes away?
To go to Los Angeles because I was dropping a load in California.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the money to travel.
I mean, that's what happens when we build up credit card debt and we're over our balances and we don't have a fully funded emergency fund. That's a discipline thing. It's not like you've never made money. You made money during that position. Yeah. It's you managing your money and eating out constantly. And that was before you were homeless. Now it's harder to actually prepare food because you don't have a stove, you don't have a fridge, you don't have that kind of stuff. So it is more difficult now. But you're not doing that starting now because you've become homeless. You've been doing that forever.
What?
Your money just flowing out on bull.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every American is like that.
You want to be like every American? Every American who can't even afford a $500 emergency? That's what you want to compare yourself to?
No. No.
Cool. Then who gives a shit what everyone else who's doing bad is doing? Don't you want to be doing well? I don't give someone. If someone's over there up, I'm not like, oh, I can up too because they're up. That doesn't make any sense. What is that? That is a ultimate mental deflection. You deserve to live a good life.
I mean, yeah.
But you got to work for it.
That's hard.
Yes. That's the system we're in. I could be. Some people want me to be the guy that's like, oh, the system. Oh man, I wish you didn't have to work and you could do whatever you want. Give you a handshake, you walk out the door. You get nothing from that. Because congratulations, when you wake up tomorrow, you're in the country you're in. You're in the economic system that you're in. So it's not productive for us to have a I wish, magic and rainbows conversation. This is what you have to do, is the conversation I try to have, to exist in the system we have and for you to be successful. If you're going to be lazy, I mean, our system does not reward those who are lazy.
It's not lazy. I'm just mentally fatigued sometimes. It's hard. Okay. Well, maybe because I eat too many processed food, I don't feel like working sometimes.
I kind of wanted to say that, but you got to be delicate in these days with how you want to phrase things. But yes, there is the fact in me. I'm a thing. And I got energy issues with it. I do. And that's why I'm starting to lose a little bit of weight again. And I got some equipment to start working on my house now. I just got to do actions around it because it gives me more energy. I live longer. Mm-hmm. We are not the healthiest people physically. Mm-mm. We're not. And that very much contributes to what you're saying.
So why haven't you done anything?
I am. We eat quite well here, other than a meal here and there, but we eat well here. I'm eating well. Okay. And like I said, I bought some equipment to use at home. The room that we used to film this in is now in. So I am doing something. Why aren't you doing anything?
Well, I don't have no one to help me.
I don't have no one to help me.
No one's teaching me how to manage my money.
No. We're talking physical here. You just said because I'm eating all these processed foods and stuff, I don't have any energy.
I don't know. I can't stop eating out.
You can't stop eating out?
I can.
Yeah.
My stomach hurts right now.
Well, don't fart or anything. Well, we don't need that in here. Okay. What would you give yourself? A score 0 to 10, 0 being the worst finances ever, 10 being the best finances ever. Where is your score right now?
Let's say 1.
Yeah. If you want your Hammer Financial score, you can get it for free in the description below. Also, you talked about education. One thing that I'm able to do with the people I partner with is, instead of you spending years and years in school, which I'm not opposed to either, just a little opposed in your situation because you can't afford to live. So how are you going to do school? Debt. But I can gift you, if you're interested in the tech field, I can gift you.
I'm not interested.
You're not interested in the tech field? I was going to give you a course career certification, but never mind. I guess we're going to be very picky about where we're making our money from when we can't afford to live. Sure. And we're going to be very picky about our income when our balance on a credit card is currently $4,031 when the max credit limit on this card is $4,000.
That's the interest payment.
Yes.
So.
And also $70.37 of purchases.
I haven't been able to use that credit card because it's maxed out, so I don't know.
Says the person who went to McDonald's, KFC, Chick-fil-A, Taco Cabana.
When was that?
Last month. We always go over the most recent month.
Well, duh, because I was homeless. I had to eat.
You just said, but I don't spend any money on that card. And then I went through it, and you spent money on that card.
I haven't spent money this month because it's maxed out.
Yeah, I'm going to take that as cope-laugh because...
No, you're funny. No, okay, go.
What? It's not a joke, though.
And not.
Listen, dude, you're living out of your car.
Okay.
I want you to live somewhere where it's safe and secure. You're a human being. I don't want you to be in a dangerous situation.
I don't either.
It's not a joke.
I know.
So this freedom card, freedom to not have a roof over your head, is $4,031.86.
I paid it off. No, I didn't. I didn't pay it off. I made some payments, so now it's $3,980. I don't know.
3,900.
80 something.
Okay, so you put like $100 towards it.
Yeah.
3,980, so not even. All right. So it's $20 from being maxed out. Progress nonetheless. I mean, you made your minimum monthly payment. Is what you did.
Yeah, because I got paid.
Yeah. $109 minimum monthly payment. Past due amount. We had a fee for past dues, and then we had a fee for balance over the credit. And then we had interest of nothing because it's in an interest-free period. It's an interest-free period, yet somehow you're still losing money on it because you're just not. Okay. Yeah, late fees and...
Well, I didn't have a job at the time, so I couldn't pay it.
Because you quit your job. Because you quit your job. If you were fired, that's a different story. You quit your job. You chose to not have the income. Choice.
Well, I got a job.
It was not assigned to you.
I got a job the week after, so it's not like I'm quitting and I can't find a job.
You quit and couldn't pay your damn bills.
Because the job sucked.
You chose that.
I didn't know it was going to suck.
You chose to quit.
Because the job sucked. Okay.
How are you going to survive? How are you going to survive? You're always going to find something you don't like about a job. You've quit multiple jobs. You're job hopping. Your feet hurt. They work me like a slave. All these other little things that you say. How are you ever going to land a job that you like and don't quit after 3 months?
Well, after maybe talking to you, I might not quit my jobs.
Yeah, you might have a fire lit in for a week, but if that is your mentality, that scares me for the longevity of your life. How are you going to build a career anywhere?
I don't want a career. I hate careers. I just want...
Do you understand the economic structure that you live in?
No, I don't have a career like, I want to be a lawyer. I just want to get a job and be financially stable.
A lot of that comes with building a career, though, at a place and getting raises and benefits and... Yeah. Ugh. Survival. Gross.
I was thinking about, getting passive income, get a rental property and have them...
How? How possibly would you get a rental property? You can't afford an apartment.
In the future.
I mean, sure. That's an unproductive line of thought right now, though. No offense. I'm not saying I don't want you to.
Okay.
$1,916.03. You're not willing to work. How are we thinking about
I'm working right now.
I know you're not willing. You said, but you quit constantly, and you don't want a career and all this language. But let me get a rental property. Rental property is a lot of work. It's a lot of work and very expensive.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, dude, managing tenants and repairs. It's always breaking. It's a lot of work. You think it's just a sit on your butt type thing? Unless you hire it out, but it's still expensive if you do. $1,916.03 with a $136 minimum monthly payment. No purchases. Thank the because the credit because we're $216 over the credit limit. Yeah, it's a good time to quit a job, isn't it? $30 of fees charged, $44.69 of interest at 30%. Sick. Oh, but guess what? We got $1 and what was that? $1.45 of credit card points.
Yeah, I think I maxed my points and I paid it off. I didn't use it.
Hey, you did. You redeemed it.
Yeah, and I paid that. I redeemed the points to put it towards the credit.
Okay. Yeah, but 30% is hitting you. What kind of car do you have? What's your car?
2021 Chevy Equinox.
Okay. So on this car, we have a $546 minimum monthly payment. When did you buy this car?
Last month.
How?
What you mean how?
How'd you get the loan jobless?
Wow, they was hounding me like, are you gonna keep this job? How much you make? I'm surprised they even give me the car loan.
Yeah, me too. That's why I asked. Okay, what's the interest rate on this?
I don't know.
2021, by the way, Equinox. I think you said
12%.
I don't know if I.
It's not on there.
It. No, it's not. You don't remember what you signed up for?
I signed up for. What you mean?
The credit limit or the interest rate?
I know it's 12%.
Oh, you know it's 12%. Okay,
Yeah.
you said I think it's 12%.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know the term on this? Like how long?
72 or 84.
Oh, come on. Better not be. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's our car. $27,277 at 12% with a $546.93 minimum monthly payment for many years to come.
Man, I regretted getting it.
Why?
Because I can't afford it.
Correct. Which is how I'm beyond surprised that you received it in the first place.
Well, because at the time, I wasn't working. Wow, I wasn't working. I literally quit my trucking job, and they just was hounding me about my income, and I don't know. I got approved because I guess I got a good credit score.
How would you have a good credit score? You're over your balance. It doesn't make any sense. Do you have any other debts?
I got a student loan.
When did you go to school?
2018.
How many years or semesters?
A year.
Okay, so you dropped out.
No, I finished.
1 year?
Yeah, it was a 1-year program.
What was it?
Medical assisting.
Okay, what's your student loans?
About $7,000.
I assume you're on income based and you're just not paying.
No, not income based.
You're not?
No.
That's meant for someone like you. Okay,
it's only like $100, but I did make some payments last month.
No, why?
Cause I didn't have a job.
Yeah, because you quit your job. You
It's
know,
only been a
they
month.
garnish.
There's only been a month since I missed the payments.
Yeah, but that's that. Okay, if that's acceptable in your mind, then your entire mindset on finances is incorrect. You should never miss a payment.
I always been paying my student loan.
Except for the time you didn't.
And stuff. It's just 1 month.
Which is all it takes for you to have missed a payment. I'm confused. How? Whatever. Doesn't matter.
What?
I don't know. I'm just your mindset scares me.
No, I really want to get help.
I know. No. I think you do. I truly do. I just think your mindset is dangerous, and I don't think I'm convincing you of that.
Yeah, I'm convinced. I don't want to live in my car no more.
I know that. But the actions along the way that have landed you in that situation, other than just not wanting to live in a...
I'm stressed.
Okay.
No, I'm stressed all of this.
Yeah, it's stress. Oh, it's stressful. Money is a stressor.
Mm-hmm. Money
is a stressor, and I feel empathy towards that. But your language is scaring me. That's all. $0 in our checking account. Not great. Not great.
Well, I have money now.
How much?
No,
You ended that time with zero.
I don't got no money.
Huh?
I don't got no money.
All right. Church's Chicken, Las Tapito, Wendy's, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, drinks in a gas station, KFC, Kohl's, Lily's nails. We can't afford a roof over our head, but we're getting nails done.
No, I needed my nails done because my nails were long and I wanted to cut them.
It's called a clipper or teeth.
What? They just clipped my nails and just cleaned them up.
I know, but just it was $146. Oh, Kohl's was $117. It's if you can't listen. If it was a one-time purchase,
Yeah, it was a one-time purchase.
If it was a one-time purchase and our finances were in decent shape and it was in your 50, 30, 20, it would make perfect sense, and I would give you a high five. You literally cannot afford
But I needed
an apartment.
my nails cut because they were long.
Do you know how to cut your nails?
No.
I will show you.
No, I'm talking
Just
about
cut- I
my
just cut
toenails.
my-
I'm talking about toenails.
Oh, clipper.
Yeah.
Yeah, clipper. A clipper. $5 clipper from Walmart.
I could have done that.
Could have done that, and you still can going forward. Jamaican Me Hug.
That's a Jamaican restaurant. They got some really good oxtails.
Congratulations to their oxtails. I would like you to live in an apartment. Chick-fil-A, Jack in the Box. First of all, just really, we're not eating anything healthy.
Well,
Like,
they're cheap, so it's like...
Not the way you're doing it. They're spending a lot of money. $20 at Chick-fil-A is a lot of food.
$20.
Yeah.
What did I get?
Like, if I go get a meal at Chick-fil-A and that comes with a shake, it's like $10, $11. Like a large fry and a Chick-fil-A Deluxe.
$20 for Chick-fil-A?
$20 for Chick-fil-A.
Huh. I don't know. Maybe you're reading it wrong.
I'm not. Nope, I'm not. I have confirmed that I am not. Okay. Jack in the Box. Something through Square. Oh, the home D.
That time I was trying to do like what they did at Carvin, like their window reflex. Miserable fail. Wasted money on that.
Bead Queen?
That's laundromat.
Okay. Totally fair. Totally fine. CC's Pizza. Less fine. It doesn't really taste like anything.
That's I think I haven't had CC's Pizza in a long time. I just wanted to try it.
And great, but I would like you to try living somewhere. That doesn't make sense. In and Out, basically trash. May as well eat out of the bathroom at that point.
It is trash.
KFC, Sonic Drive-In, McDonald's, Cedar Hill Government, $5.40.
That's the library.
Okay, and going in and getting some drinks at the gas station, getting some taquitos, Kohl's again. Going in and getting some Family Dollar. It's really hard to tell. That could be okay. It could not. I really don't know. Sonic, Whataburger, Pizza Hut, and going in and getting some drinks, taquitos. IHOP, extra space so you have stuff, but there's nowhere to put it.
Mm-hmm.
And purchasing something through Square again, and then purchasing something through Square again, $647.
That's Cash App.
Oh, so that's you transferring it to Cash App?
Yeah. That's $646 that's my auto insurance.
$1.66 in the Cash App. Oh, we're back! We're back, baby! We're going out to eat. Sonic Drive-In, going getting some drinks from QT, Subway, Chick-fil-A, Taquitos, Taco Bell, Chicken Express, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Taquitos, Raising Cane's, Dairy Queen. $100 came in. Someone gave you $100, or was that from yourself?
No, that was my aunt. She gave me $100.
Why?
Because I told her I needed money for gas.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. Wonder if she's enabling your behavior, though.
She don't know I live in my car.
Why'd she give you money if she doesn't even know your situation?
Because I'm not going to tell her.
I know, but why'd she give you money?
Because I needed gas.
I know. Why'd she give you money if she doesn't understand your situation? You're just like, I need money, and she's like, okay.
She my aunt.
I know, but you typically don't want to enable anyone's bad behavior if you're just giving money without any questions or understanding.
I don't ask her for that money a lot.
Whataburger, Dairy Queen, 22 cents in savings, so no savings. Correct? No retirement either.
No.
Do you want to be able to retire at any point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do the whole FIRE movement.
No, shut up. That's a prank.
What?
You're pranking me.
What's wrong with the FIRE movement?
FIRE movement's great, but you start doing the FIRE movement at 20 or 27. FIRE movement, usually you want to retire by like mid-40s or something like that. How are you going to retire? What fire? You're not firing.
In 10 years, I would start like at, 28, and then, I don't know, retire in my mid-40s.
How much money do you think you need to retire?
How much money? A lot.
That's not a number. How much money do you think you need to retire?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. How are you going to do the FIRE movement if you don't even know, you don't have a number set?
You do it for me?
Yes, to prove that that's stupid, that what you're saying.
So I'm not going to be able to retire?
Are you kidding me?
In 10 years?
Buddy, you have $0 in retirement.
Okay, but when I start making good money, then...
How much money do you think you could live off on a yearly basis? Give me that number.
I want to travel a lot. I don't know, like 30K.
How are you going to travel a lot with 30K? Unless, again, you're living on a van, but you hate that.
No. I'm going to have not paid off, but I'm going to have like tenants, like, house hacking. Have someone pay my housing and my bills.
So you're saying you're also going to get a house
and
save up?
No, the rental properties. What?
Nothing. I just think you may have been sold a dream on TikTok and you don't fully understand. Okay, on YouTube. I don't think you fully understand what goes into it and what's required.
For the FIRE movement?
Yeah. Well, you're just saying this is going to happen in 10 years? So, okay, fine. $30,000, let's say. $30,000? Is that what we're saying?
Well, I don't know.
If we're going to follow 3% so that you basically never run out of money is what the thing is, we need to essentially get to $1 million in 10 years. $1 million invested in 10 years.
$1 million.
Yeah, if you want to withdraw if you want to withdraw 3% a year.
Maybe I could live off less.
Less than 30? How?
I don't know. I'm single, no kids, so.
Do you want kids? Do you want to be single?
No, I hate kids.
Okay.
Well, I want kids, but I don't know.
Oh boy. Okay. You confuse me.
I confuse myself too.
You have plans that are basically impossible, and that's what you're basing your life on.
How is it impossible?
You got to get $1 million in 10 years, is what you said? Following 8% a year in return on average, which is the stock market since the stock market started, you would need to contribute $6,000 a month.
That's fine. $6,000.
What the You can't afford an apartment.
Are
you pranking me? Legitimately. Are you with me?
In the future.
What future? How are we getting there? You can't just you can't manifest it or something. Are you one of those manifest people? I've had them on recently. Are you How do you get it? How do you get it in the future? You can't just say in the future I'm going to get 6,000. How are you going to do it? How do you do it?
With a high income.
Okay, how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? You don't even want to work in the tech field. How are you going to do that? That's like the easiest high income.
A trucking business.
Trucking business?
It's called owner-operator.
Okay.
You could since I have my CDLs, I could potentially become an owner-operator and make a lot of money.
By getting a truck, right?
Yeah. And just...
Do you know the debt that people go into to get a truck?
Unless you have a good credit score and stuff.
There's no way you have a good credit score.
Oh my gosh. In the future.
What is this future thing? You can't have a vision if you do not have the steps to get there. You have 0 steps, 0 plans, 0 anything. You're just saying this will happen. That is not how anyone ever becomes successful in the history of ever.
Well,
unless they literally win the lottery, which I would not recommend you doing.
Well, when I get this fixed and stuff, my next plan is to either go back to school or start a business.
Start a business is not a quick way to wealth. Most businesses fail. And even the businesses that don't fail, it's middle class, successful, maintaining business. And you work until you're 60, 70.
So I can't get a business?
I'm not saying that, but this is not the magical solution that you think it is.
Because, okay.
I think this...
with the high income as a truck driver, you can make a lot of money. And one of my plans is...
debt, you have to... The cost of one of those semis is insane.
Okay, not go and get a semi, but work a high income at a trucking company.
Oh, just go work a high income, sure. Why aren't you doing that now if it's so easy?
Because I have to study to get my upgrades.
Uh-huh. When are you going to do that?
When I get an apartment.
Okay, when are you going to do that?
When I save.
When are you going to do that?
When I get my paychecks.
Okay, you're getting your paychecks, but you're not saving. You have 1 cent.
This is like my second paycheck. So
and it all went out the door. And you still have maxed out credit cards. You only put minimum monthly payments towards things. You've spent everything on fast food. Trust me, I know it's very difficult in your situation for food. I really do. But what we could at least do if we're trying to get to a goal, actions need to be implemented in order to get to a goal. We have a big cooler that we stop and we get ice and we make Sammys.
I was gonna do that.
Why haven't you done that?
I did buy a cooler, but I had to return it back because AT&T, that's my phone bill, turned off. So I was like, oh crap, they turned my phone off, so I had to scramble up $200. But then I realized they had an outage, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna pay my phone bill.
Oh, yeah. Remember that. Okay.
So I just did payment plans right now.
On the cooler?
No, on my phone bill.
What's your phone bill?
$215.
What the what the possible
yeah.
I partner with Helium. Can I at least get you set up with them for $20 a month? They use the same hours.
No, my phone is financed right now. I gotta pay that off. Plus I got a laptop and an Apple Watch. Finance.
Why do you need those?
Well, this was when I was a truck driver, and I thought,
sell them and pay it off.
How am I gonna sell it?
Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. What do you mean?
So then, sell my stuff.
Stuff that you don't need when you
But
can't.
it's on a payment plan. It's finance.
I know. You sell it, then you take that money and you pay it off.
Okay.
You're not even wearing your Apple Watch.
Yeah, I don't even wear it.
Yeah, so let's throw it away. Sell it.
The salesperson got me. I was only there to get an AT&T payment plan, and he talked me into it.
You're the one that signed the contract. No excuses. Your spending percentages. Net, nothing's going to debt, and we're not surprised at that. Phone total, 8.7% of your spending, or $172.83. Transportation total, $615.62, or 31.1% of your spending. Not a surprise seeing how that's how you live. Grocery stores and food that is essentially what we consider necessary food. 5.7%, or $113.66. Food going out to eat, $533.38, or 26.9%. Now, on that, I will say, when we have our $250 to $300 food budget for a single person with groceries, that does require stove, oven, stuff like that. So it's going to be harder for you. It is going to be harder. Your food budget is going to be a little higher because of your situation. It does not need to be close to $600. Actually, with both of these combined, necessary food and going out to eat, it's closer to like $650. Unknown shopping, usually things like Amazon, Walmart, Target. You never really know what it is. It's hard. $336.01, or 17% of spending. Healthcare, 1.4%. Miscellaneous bullshit that you definitely do not need. You stop, you go get a taquito, 2.3% of your spending. Other large purchases that don't fit in a category, 6.9%, or $136.26. That is Kohl's.
Okay, I have a reason for Kohl's. It was January. I didn't think Texas was going to get that cold. I needed warm clothes, so I bought some warm clothes.
That's fair. That's fair. Can't be against that. I would try to do Goodwill. Like, I would just try to budget as much as I can.
They don't got big people clothes in Goodwill.
Well, isn't it random, though, at Goodwill? It just depends on what people drop off. So it's worth at least attempting. Because if someone like you dropped off clothes, they would have clothes for someone like you. So I mean, it's just depending on what they have.
I guess so.
And then the overstock stores, those are also decent at looking at as well. It's just like the extra crap that never got sold, they just send to the overstock stores. I don't know if they have people in your size. I really don't. I'm going to make a budget.
I'm going to follow the budget because...
No, I hope so. I think you might follow it while you're willing to work. And I don't know how long you're willing to work the jobs, but owie.
No,
my feetsies are a little sores. I quit. Sorry. But that is my fear. Total income, still a little confused. $3,080 from the other job before taxes. You won't be taxed too much, but before taxes. And benefits of any kind. And are you taking advantage of health insurance through them?
I don't have it.
Why? You should. You need.
I just started a month ago, so I don't know.
Okay. Make sure you enroll. Because you'll end up in a much worse situation if anything medical happens. And people in your and my position, my thickness, more medical things are more prone to happen to us. COVID happens, we are the ones that get hurt. It's people who are old or fat. Fat.
I'm surprised I'm still alive.
Yeah, well, other things like that. So it's definitely important that you have health insurance if we're just being real world. And it's unproductive in this conversation to not be real world. What I'm confused at is the money you're bringing in from Domino's and Uber Eats on average. If you could tell me.
I haven't gotten my paycheck from Domino's yet.
Okay, but tips though. Are you delivery driving? Where are you working? In-house? What's your job?
No, I'm a delivery driver plus store.
Tips then? What are you doing? Come on.
I get tips and reimbursements for gas.
Yeah. You're a delivery driver, yes.
I don't count that. I don't know.
But as a delivery driver, that's the primary source of income in that position.
And I also get like a other income too, like $11 an hour.
Throughout the whole thing, not just when you're in shop or anything? Like no matter what, even when you're on delivery? Cool. Congratulations. Still, the vast majority is probably going to be tip revenue and you're not counting that at all? What? Just goes out the door? So, fuck. What you're also saying, you're saying our percentages are definitely off because you get a bunch of tips in cash, and then you told me as the conversation started that immediately gets spent on fast food. So we're like probably double fast food spending because all your tip money just goes to that. Terrible for you and your finances. Let's just be honest.
Well, what am I supposed to do with cash? Like,
Put it in the bank.
I got Discover. They don't have a ATM, so I could put it in there.
I can't speak for Discover, but open a Chase account. I'm not partnered with them or anything, but I've been using them for 5 years and I've had no issues whatsoever.
So just get a Chase bank?
Sure, or any other brick and mortar bank or a credit union of any kind. I don't care.
Well, I was
just
thinking,
open. It's not hard to open a bank account.
Well, I was thinking about doing a cash envelope system.
Sure, if you want to do that, that's fine. But you just said, what's the point of cash or whatever you just said? So it's like, hey, this is insane. I'm going to say you bring in 4,000 hours a month.
No, I don't.
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't count your cash.
Okay.
You don't know what you bring in.
God dang.
This is insane. This conversation.
Calm down.
I'm stressing. I'm legitimately stressing. Because I want to create a plan for you, but you don't know what your income is because you don't.
Okay, create a plan.
But I can't because I don't know your income. Because you don't know your income.
I work 40 hours. That's how many hours they allow me. And I make $18 an hour.
I know. I have that one. We're talking about that extra. You said you do 30 hours a week somewhere else.
Yeah, Domino's.
We need to be able to calculate that. So I'm saying 4,000 hours a month total across everything.
With the tips included?
Yes, of course, because that's the primary part of that job.
Okay.
Good. Sorry. I am sorry. I know. I'm heated. But it's like, how can I help someone create a plan if they literally cannot give me basic information?
I just started these 2 jobs.
I am getting frustrated. I'm sorry. I'm quick to being upset. We have that in common. Bestie. Okay. Your debt payment total, paying on your student loans is impressive because people in much better situations than you are not. So, well, and then you miss the payments, or you really faint. I don't know. But debt payments in total, $831.93. So because it's going to be more complicated for you, because a lot of it's going to have to be like things you can't cook, but more things you prepare and keep cold, like soups and cold soup.
I was thinking about microwave food.
Where do you have access to a microwave?
At work.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Or the gas station.
But because it's going to be harder, I'm doing your necessary food, grocery store. We're not going out to eat anymore, $400.
Oh, okay.
I know, and I know that's hard because I think you're pretty similar to me in the fact that greasy, fatty, sweet, addictive tendencies. When you take that away, your brain freaks out for a bit. It really does, and you crave it. You crave it more than anything in the world. Mm-hmm. So I get it, but also, you're killing yourself and you're killing your future financially. So we just have to stop. Mental health help through different affordable community plans that are in the Dallas area, or taking advantage of the health insurance through your company and doing copays, because you don't make an insignificant amount of money. You probably bring home, and I'll give you credit, at this exact moment, you are working your ass off right now. The only thing is you've done that in the past, and then you always fall off, and then you get in a worse and worse situation. But either way, you're probably bringing home right now about $50,000 a year. Bringing home.
Really?
You just started, so you don't feel it yet.
Okay.
And you're spending it all and not tracking half of your income. So, yes. Well, $400 a month. Toilet paper fund. Is there anything else you need to survive? It's going to be a little higher in your situation, $150. Is there anything else you need to survive? It's going to be extra things for your car, for safety, and things like that. So there are going to be extra things. Your phone bill. What is it again?
$215.
Absolutely kill me. Your gas on an average on a monthly basis.
It's not on there. Do you? No, I do.
How much?
Like $30 a week.
What's your car insurance again? So $120 for gas. How much for car insurance?
$646.
Holy cuff. What? Never heard. A month?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of car insurance that high.
I think because I haven't had insurance for 3 years.
Illegally?
What you
like
mean?
You didn't have a car for 3 years?
I had a car and I canceled it.
It's illegal.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't driving.
Oh, okay.
I was a truck driver, and my car, the car that I had, they wanted $5,000 to fix it. I'm like, I don't got $5,000.
I want you to shop around car insurances. I can't speak on that industry as a whole, like the ins and outs, but that's an insane rate. Insane. Shop around. That's crazy. That's And gym, you have
Planet Fitness.
Yep, 2711.
Thank God I got that.
Yeah, you have to. How much do you spend on the laundry machines on a monthly basis? If we had to guess.
$20 a month.
Okay. Certainly a necessity. Actually, that's in your toilet paper fund, so I'm taking that away. It's just everything else you need to survive. We don't need to put that on there extra. Your debt minimum monthly payments. Good. And that's also, your coals would be included in that typically. Not nails, because that's stupid. It makes no sense. It's dumb as clip them.
Well, can I add something to my budget?
What?
Well, while I'm going through this debt payment, I do want to add like stuff that will keep me motivated, because I do tend to get burned out a lot.
Sure. That depends on how much is left over. I only give that if there's room. But if like you're only able to make $100 of progress on a monthly basis, mathematically we just can't. Or else you'll be doing this for decades. So yeah, if there's like a large enough gap left, of course I'll give you some fund money.
Okay.
But also, it's easier said than done. But your life is what it is now. It's and it can be so much better.
Yeah.
That should be motivation enough on itself. It's not always, especially because you can get into the just routine of it. You're used to it. You've kind of given up. Okay, that's fine. Sure, little positive rewards, that can be helpful, but only if it fits in the budget. Guys, it's a new year and you need to make your money work for you. You can do exactly what I literally do right now and put my money in the best high yield savings account, SoFi. I get a 4.6% yield on my money, and I also took advantage of the bonus of up to $250 when I signed up. You can start 2024 off amazing by doing the same by going to the link in the description below. I think I have everything here. So you don't have utilities or anything like that.
I have a storage unit.
Yeah, how much?
34.
Storage for 34. Okay. And you do have room. If you actually take your cash and count that as your income, which is a large part of your income. What you need to survive on a monthly basis is $2,484 currently, because you don't have an apartment.
Well, when I do get an apartment, can you add that in?
Yeah, it'll probably be like, what, 1,200?
No.
On the low end? What?
900 or less.
Okay. Really? In Dallas?
Yeah.
Sure?
Well, I mean,
You gonna be safe? Is it gonna be healthy?
it might have roaches, but I saw
Still $1,000.
I can't afford 1,000. I don't know.
Technically, you can.
Okay.
You just can't quit anything. But that would be 25% of your net pay. You can afford it.
Okay.
$1,000. Then you would be at like $3,484. Now, what sucks is with the $2,484, I can give you a couple $100 of motivational BS. When you have $1,000 apartment and you're at $3,484, it only gives you wiggle room of like $500. And if we're going to make any progress towards anything, if we take even $100 from that,
So
then that takes a fifth away.
$500 left over?
Yeah, once you have an apartment. Yeah, well, then you have utilities and everything on that. Maybe they're included, maybe they're not.
So I'm not going to be able to make debt payments?
You'll have $500 left over, probably $400 after utilities, $300. So that's $300 towards debt. But if you give yourself that motivational fund that you were talking about, no, you will not be able to put anything towards debt, essentially.
And this is why I need to upgrade my skills and get another job.
I'm down for that, but you're not making a terrible income. With how much you're working, it's not great. But when you combine all the grinding and everything you're doing together, you're not making a bad income across the board. But you're working a lot of hours to get it. Either way, with 1,000, let's say, okay, so you have 1,515 left right now. So let's put, if you hit goals, that's when you give yourself your motivational thing. You know, just do it.
Yeah.
Let it be a positive reinforcement. Boom, I get something good. I did something good, I get something good.
Mm-hmm. Well, eating out, maybe I could do 2 times a month. Well,
what I'm giving you, in order to get to 1,250, you get $265.96 for fund money. Well, you're not living in an apartment. So you have $1,250 left on a monthly basis. Now with that, what we're going to do, first month, set it aside. Second month, set it aside. Then you have a 1 month emergency fund. So 2 months you're setting it aside.
For emergency fund?
Mm-hmm. 1 month.
Well, can I just put that towards getting an apartment?
I know. That's where my head's at, too. Yeah, because you need that. You're going to have to... Your credit score's you have missed payments and shit.
It's not bad. My credit score.
What is it?
About 630.
I doubt that.
It is.
Not anymore. Not after your missed payments.
I just checked my credit score. 630.
Today?
Yesterday.
On what app?
Experian.
Okay. Cool. Well, okay. Maybe you can get an apartment. I'm just saying I'm just saying you might get some denials. But I hope you get an apartment, yes. On the lower income side, you actually might get one anyway. So, gosh.
I could just get a roommate or room.
Yeah, absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. But again, that immediately our math situation. But roof over your head is very important. It's one of the most important things. So, regardless of the math, yes, do that. Fine, let's just say you have an extra $500 to put towards the debt. What are we doing? $500, unfortunately, to get a 1 month emergency fund, and this is why it's so dire, and why at that point you can't really have extra fund money after you get an apartment. You really can't.
Well,
you really can't, because we need a 1 month emergency fund before we get into all this stuff. And once you get an apartment, your 1 month emergency fund is going to be about $3,500, which $3,500 divided by $500, it's going to take 7 months. 7 months for a single month emergency fund? It's insanity.
I get a better paying job.
That's great. Just like everything you say where I get this, how are you going to do it? What is it? What field is it in? You don't have a plan.
I do. I will study to get an upgrade on my CDL.
So you'll pay for that?
It's not that expensive. Like, I just study. I might become a bus driver and stuff.
Oh my gosh. You have no plan. You've just thrown out so many things. You need to have a set goal, line out what it takes to get there, and then start executing, my dude. You're all over the place. You're never going to get anywhere with just a broad variety of plans. Like, this could all work, and then sit back and, well, none of it happens. That is not a way to live life. It's not. Saying that with all love, my dude. All love.
Why about you just kill me then?
No. But if that's where your head's at, then at that point, it's...
No, because you're making it seem like I'm not going to be able... I'm not going to do it.
No. You're not going to do it with the mentality that you're having. I'm trying to correct it. I'm trying to let you know that the way you're speaking about this, having a million different plans, even though you should have one objective that you're trying to get, which is a higher paying job. Okay, but you can't do that with 1,000 ways to do it and not actually going towards one. I'm not against you doing any of these things, but you have to decide what you actually choose to do and then go that direction. We can't just say, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, and then do none of it.
Well, my plan is to get a high paying job. A bus driving job.
But how much do bus drivers make?
$22.
Yeah, but how many hours a day?
I don't know. I think they do overtime.
Yeah, if you do like weekend trips and stuff, right?
No, like a city.
Like activities?
No, it's a city bus.
Well, I was thinking school bus. Sorry.
No.
Okay, sure.
And stuff.
I mean, it's not a high-paying job, but yes, if you work overtime and stuff, if that's available. I don't know. I can't speak for DART. Right? Isn't it DART?
Mm-hmm.
I can't speak for them, but if that's available, sure. Yeah, work up, make as much money as possible. So bring it to $4,500 a month that you're bringing in with a $1,000 apartment. Then you have an extra $1,000 to throw towards things. I still wouldn't put fund money in there. Okay. I wouldn't until you're at least out of debt and have a fully funded emergency fund.
So it's really going to take me 7 months to build an emergency fund?
If you only have $500 left on a monthly basis, yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you have $1,000 left, it's 3.5 months for a 1 month emergency fund. With $1,000 left, you can pay off the 2 cards in about 6 months after that with $1,000 left, or a year with $500 left. So God. A year. Yeah, this is what. So learning lesson to people out there, this is what happens when you dig yourself in a hole. So that's why it's very important as you're digging that hole to realize you're in it, stop, and start reversing course. You're where you are now. Actions have consequences. You are where you are now, and that's fine. Your past doesn't define you. What you do from here is what defines you. So it's your choice. It's your choice what to do from here. Mm-hmm. I would try to get the cheapest, safe apartment that you can get, because that gives you extra money to throw at it. If you can get the bus job and do like 60, 70 hours a week, sucks. It's going to take a long time. It's also not particularly healthy. You do not move in that job. But either way, if you do that and you truly just pack food, cook food at home, follow the meal plan and the budgeting program that we're going to give you. We're giving you a full budgeting educational program, and I want you to take it. It's incredible. It changed so many people's lives already. There is a path out, but it's not going to be overnight, which concerns me with you and how you were receptive to the 3.5 months to get a 1 month emergency fund. What makes me nervous about your reception to that, we're going to be multiple months down the road, and we're not towards the finish line yet, but we're starting to make progress. But because we're so far from the finish line, and we realize this is so hard, and it's not fun, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to be a pain in the I think you are someone who gives up when things get hard. You can say no, but based on everything you've said about your past and jobs, that is what you've done. Would you rather me be honest and call you out, or do you want me to just say, no, you're awesome and you've never given up in your life, pat on the back?
Well, mentally, it's hard.
It is hard. I literally just said it's going to be hard. What us adults do is when we know what we need to do for a better life, we go through the hard period, the sacrifice, to get that better life. Because what we're talking about here, let's say 2 years total for one to have a fully funded emergency fund, get out of the bad debt except for the car. That's going to take longer. But let's just say the credit cards.
Can I sell my car?
Sure. I don't know what equity position you have in the car. You'll need a transportation thing. Hopefully, maybe you can just ride the bus depending on where you're based out of. But yes, sell the car and then pay off the remainder of the debt if you can. So all I'm saying is, let's just pretend it takes 2 years to get out of this whole thing. Even 3 years.
3 years?
Trust me, compared to a lot of people on the show, 3 years is a good thing. 3 years sounds like so much right now. You should have like 6 decades of your life left. Decades. 3 years is nothing. Nothing.
That's a long time. Okay.
Oh, what
okay.
All right.
Okay.
No. Your mindset's so bad.
No, I'm going to do it.
Your mindset's so bad.
I'm going to do it.
Your mindset's so bad.
No, I'm going to do it.
The language you use, the dismission, nope. If you live to 80.
I'm going to get out of debt in 3 years.
If you live to 80, 3 years is 6% of your life. 6% of your life is dedicating to make the other 94% of your life to be incredible. The remainder 94% of your life is incredible by a 6% sacrifice. Yeah, that's worth it, but sure, 3 years is a long time, so that's it. Hammer financial score. It's easy as ever, just like
I'm gonna come back.
It's as easy as ever. It's as easy as ever. 0 out of 10. Make sure to check out all the resources linked in the description below. They are what I use or would use in specific situations. And don't forget to check out the best budgeting program in the history of the world. Thanks to all of our Patreon producers for making this episode possible. If you want to participate in an episode of Financial Audit and you're able to make it to Austin, Texas, please fill out an application in the survey linked in the description below. You can also send a link to your friends or family who you think might be good to be on the show. If you have any questions, you can email casting@calebhammer.com.